Thank you, Janet and Dennis and Kenny, on a great presentation. Now, anyone who would like a copy of the Midsummer Memories DVD, just fill out one of these order forms. It can be found in the entryway leading into Fellowship Hall. Now, we would like to invite others tonight to share their thoughts and memories. Please come forward to share a short story, and if nobody comes forward, I may be forced to call on volunteers.
Well, just to carry on a little bit with the Hansons, Johnsons, and Olsons, I can remember when we'd have the Hanson reunion here, and we would announce it at church. It would be the Hanson reunion right after church, and those that were attending would stay. Well, about 6 people would leave.
I just want to add on to that comment. I wasn't born and raised in this church, but I was warned by my mother-in-law the first Sunday never to talk about anyone because it was likely they were a relative.
Well, my name is Ellen Johnson. I live in Alcester, but I was in Pastor DeVoe's first confirmation class, and that was kind of interesting. He did a really good job. His daughter was in our class, too, and she was kind of typical PK. I remember sitting up in that bulletin, and of course we had to take notes, but one day Pastor DeVoe said, "You come down here and sit in the front row, Janice, you're talking too much up there in the bulletin." The rest of us stayed up there, but she had to come and sit in the front row. I also remember when I was just a little kid, Reverend Linder was here, Pastor Linder. And I don't know if any of you remember him or not, but his 2 children, Mary Helen and Robert, and my brother and I had a brother-sister quartet. And we went various places to sing. I don't think we were probably more than 8 or 9 years old at the time.
Anybody else like to come forward? Oh, here, you got to turn it on, Marvin.
I guess I remember being on the dunk tank and everything from that to baking pies now and coming and meeting all your old friends. I was baptized in here and been a life member for 50-some years. I want to thank you all for coming.
Anybody else? Yeah, here's that.
Yeah, I'm Don Johnson. My wife, Emily, and I were baptized, confirmed, and married in this church. I am the oldest of Carl and Irma's sons, so I'm brother to Larry and Rick, and our sister Marilyn is here too. But I think I might be able to top Kenny Olson's intermarriage thing. Emily and my great-grandmothers were half-sisters.
Top that one. Anybody else? Good thing Larry volunteered and came up first. He was going to be the first one I called on. So, hey, some great stories, some great memories, some special thoughts. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Our closing hymn, number 369, can be found in the Lutheran Book of Worship. And finally, tonight, we will hear from April Boucher. She will be reading the closing prayer, which was handwritten and found in her great-grandmother's Bible. April.
My great-grandmother was Alma, Mrs. Elias Graff. O Lord, make us humble in spirit, more like thyself. Place thy yoke upon us and let us learn of thee. We want to serve thee better. Teach us the beauty and worth of lowly service, of working together for the common good, of making our daily task a contribution as citizens of our country and as members of thy church. Forgive all our selfishness and pride, and fill our hearts with true devotion to thee and our fellow man. Amen.
Finally, we want to thank everyone for their hard work and participation with tonight's program. Please join us in the fellowship hall now for plenty of pie and ice cream. Thank you, everyone, and God bless.